What's up everybody and welcome back to An Idiot's Road to Glory, where, as you can see, we're on a guaranteed Premier League Team of the Season SBC. We traded in that Carlos Lopez we got from the first week's weekly objectives, plus I think just like a random Premier League team around him. I can't really remember. I've literally just seen it and I forgot because I was looking at the camera lens to talk to you guys instead. I noticed an Idris Gueye and a Davison Sanchez and stuff like that. Doesn't really matter. It's probably like 10k worth of players, plus a free team of the season to get ourselves a guaranteed Premier League team of the season to go into our squad. Basically, all I want is not Pope, and we're fine with that. That is fine. But yeah, just so long as it's not Pope, I'm absolutely delighted with anyone else is how this was going down. As you can see though, because that SBC had just come out, I was checking to see if I'd made a load of coins. Unfortunately, I hadn't really. Not the best investment method so far anyway. You guys are going to see what happens a little bit later on. But my Schneiderlins are worth a little. I was buying them for 1900. They're worth like 2.5 now because people want to. Oh, it's because she needs to put a couple of Premier League players in, didn't you? And I just used the rest of the Premier League players to get the chemistry up. So you do need some Premier League 83s and stuff, but they haven't really rocketed up in price too much. But we are jumping in to our store. Are we going to go for it? We're on the promo packs. Need to get to my packs instead and scroll along to the end, and there it is, the glorious Premier League Team of the Season, guaranteed. Yeah, this is big stuff. We're about to find out who we're going to get. We're very quickly as well going to do comment of the day, if I can even find it before this pack bloody opens. This is what's good about doing all the stuff and then commentating over the top of it. It's because oh, okay, now we're going for it because I edited it, chop it all up. Then we just get to sit here and chill. We can have a cup of coffee. We can just watch the pack together. We can panic when we see English boards because it's gonna be Pope, but it's not. It's right wing. It's Raheem Sterling, 93 rated. There we go. We might have sold our seller for investments, and it's like the EA gods knew, and they were like, oh, Andy, you're missing a right wing from the Premier League that's over 90 rated. Here you go. Have yourself a team of the season, Raheem Sterling. Okay, so that is absolutely sick. I am now going to jump onto yesterday's video. I swear, I've already read this comment, and I know exactly what he said, and I can't find the actual comment. Okay, there we go, I found it. So, it was Svetoslav_10 said, are you joking me? The one time I get top comment on the video, and I'm not comment off the date. Okay, still love you, Andy. Thank you very much, mate. So you can be commenting the day to day instead. So the way comment of the day works is, it's not necessarily always the top comment, which on this one is who's been here since the first episode. It's quite often that one, which is why it's just one of the comments that sort of resonates with me, and I picked them. I do read all of the comments basically on the video, so keep your comments coming in. And then I just pick one that sort of speaks to me or goes with the theme of the video or something that everyone wants to talk about anyway. So that's how comment of the day works. Get your comments in if you want to be comment of the day. We've just packed ourselves a team of the season, Raheem Sterling. And he looks absolutely mental. And obviously this is in the past, so I already know that he is absolutely mental. Look at them stats. 99 acceleration, 96 sprint speed, 96 finishing, 90 shot power, 92 long shots, 99 agility, 99 balance. Look at these stats from me using them in FUT Champs in the daily knockout tournament. 12 games, 13 goals from Cam. He's putting Salah to shame. He's even got 83 strength on Raheem Sterling, which is pretty nutty. So yeah, he is very, very, very good on this FIFA, and I was excited to get him when we first got him. Obviously, I would have wanted the Salah, or Aguero was my number one that I actually wanted. I was very, very excited to get him though, just because it wasn't Pope, to be honest with you, and it wasn't like Ashley Young or something like that. It was kind of a bit dead. So the point of this is, yeah, I was happy to get him anyway, but it turns out he's actually absolutely mental, and he's so much better than I thought he was going to be. I love him. If you guys are looking for a right wing, I would highly recommend picking him up. He's on the same level as the team of the season, Riyad Mahrez. He's awesome. He's arguably better, to be honest. If Mahrez is a bit flashy, you can do some cool stuff, but Sterling is just clinical. He just gets the job done, and he's absolutely sick. So we're going to put him straight into our team. We've been playing with bloody Willian in FUT Champs because we sold our seller and had no coins. So that was absolutely tragic. But you can see that I've sold my Matic, my Edison, my Kovacic, and my Alba. Because Kovacic was doing my nutting, Alba was doing my nutting. He just doesn't know how to defend. Edison is tragic, as we've seen in the last episode. And because of that, I wanted to go for Casemiro instead, which means we didn't need Matic, so I sold the Matic off. As you can see, them all selling there. And I even panic listed my Pope when that SBC first dropped to try, because he crashed in price. I tried to get rid of him quickly before that, but nah, people were listing them for like 50k. But again, we're in the future. You guys will see in a day or two. Actually, I'm accidentally a secret pro trader, and that Pope's going to sell for like 100,000 coins. It's just mad. So yeah, anyway, what we're doing, if we're getting ourselves a Casemiro, we can get ourselves Alexandro to go behind him, because he gets a Brazilian link to Casemiro, and then he gets a link to Rio Ferdinand, because Rio Ferdinand is an icon. We've just bought a basic one for 15k. I was tempted to buy this one with an anchor on for 15k, but then I realised by the time we've sold our one and lost the tax and stuff, we may as well just go and buy an anchor card. So that is what we're going to do instead. You can see I've got my Casemiro concepted in there, and I was just dilly-dallying about which goalkeeper to go and get. So we just picked up our Alexandro, just went to the market and searched for him nice and cheap. With this Casemiro, I'm going to show you guys a slightly long way to do it, but it works a little bit better because he's an upgrade, so he's got an 85 rated card. If you search cheap Casemiros, all that comes up is the 85 one. So if you press LB on the squad, it only shows you the 86s, and you can just scroll along to the 59th minute and pick up a nice cheap one, like I just did for 14.5k. Whereas if I put 14.5k into a search for Casemiro, all that come up is like millions of the 85 rated ones, and it'd just be a massive pain in the bum, and you'd end up having to scroll all the way along to the 59th minute anyway to find one. So just search it like that, and it'll only show you the 86s. What I then started doing was selling off some of the stuff in my trade pile, because I still need a centre mid that can play cam, or a central player that can play cam, a wide cam, and I need a goalie as well. So we're struggling for coins. We had been using Pope in FUT Champs, and he's absolutely awful. I 100% would not recommend. He's almost as bad as Edison. He does as much stupid stuff as Edison, but he just saves occasionally some extra shots because he's got better stats. But yeah, we carry on just listing stuff and selling stuff on, and turns out that we probably could have got a few more coins to this if we had hung on, but I did need a team to finish off FUT Champs, so I didn't really have much of a choice. So it's basically selling off my Premier League ones. I still got like Rulli and Lopez and Barzagli and stuff like that, and Gamero that hadn't really gone up in price at all. But the Premier League ones with needing to do that SBC. I mean, I was making more coins back than I got from them, but I wasn't making as many coins as I thought I was going to. And if I'd have held onto them for like an extra 5 days, I would have made bank off them. But I didn't have a goalie. I needed to finish FUT Champs, and hopefully we'll get something good in 100k packs. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, obviously it would have been nice to just sit on them, but you guys wouldn't have had a video. I wouldn't have been able to test out Sterling, and I would have had a goalkeeper to play my matches with to be able to do that. So instead, I just kept selling stuff, and I managed to pick up the 91 rated David De Gea for about 140,000 coins, which is absolutely sick, leaving me with 3,900 and still a massive hole in the centre of my team. So if we compare it already to the one that we had at the start of the end of the last video, it's still so much better. But while I was buying my De Gea, some of my stuff sold, including this Sells guy for 35k. I bought him for 30k as an investment. He's worth about 50 now, so I probably should have held on to him again, but I needed to buy a centre attacker mid, and I opted to sell him and go for Riyad Mahrez's FUT birthday card, because I've used him a lot in squad for the showdown, and he's really, really, really good. So, also, I'm rocking the new Everton kit, which looks absolutely awesome, because the guys at Everton sent it to me. If you're wondering why I'm just sat here in a football shirt on a regular Thursday afternoon, it's because it's just arrived in the post from the guys at Everton. So if it got sent to me because one of the social media staff at Everton Football Club watch An Idiot's Road to Glory, special shout out to you in this video, although that is probably very, very unlikely. But I have just done a little crossfade. That is what the team used to look like at the end of last episode, and that is what it looks like now. The improvement is ridiculous. We've gone from Edison to De Gea. We've gone from Alba, who doesn't know how to defend, to Alexandro. We've gone from one to watch Salah for Team of the Year, Sterling, Kovacic for Mahrez, and then Matic for Casemiro. I reckon we've done good there. We have done very, very well. And improvements are only going to keep coming in the next episode as well. But for now, we're going to jump into some FUT Champs and test this team out, because I obviously already know how good they are, and I know that Sterling is incredible. I know that Mahrez is very, very good. I know that Casemiro is good and gets the job done. I know Idrissa Gueye is good, but we probably could improve on him. But he's just sort of there because he gets chemistry at the moment. We could bring Matic back, I suppose, but rather than faffing around and selling and buying people, I'm just keeping all of them for now. A little bit of sentimentalness as well, of course, with it being Everton. So we kept Alderweireld just again. He does the job. He's a good little card. And we're jumping into some FUT Champs. I think I am 23 wins with 8 games to go at this point. And then we come up against this. So I'm thinking to myself, right, we've got 8 games. We need 29 wins for Elites to get one of them guaranteed team of the season packs. 6 games, 6 wins, 2 losses. That's 3 wins, then a loss, 3 wins, then a loss. That is doable. I mean, what were we, 5-1 or something like that at the start of FUT Champs at the end of last episode? That's fine. And then it's Sunday, and it just matches you against teams like this. It's a little bit ridiculous. So this is how we are setting up in game once I eventually get it to actually move to right CDM, to move Mahrez to left wing, Sterling, not left wing, left cam. Sterling at right cam, Rooney in the centre, Ronaldo up front, and a lovely bit of speed up lag to go with it. What I've realised is, or what I've remembered, is I actually took the LAN cable out of my Xbox and it was running on wireless from all the way downstairs. So I was getting so much speed up lag and button delay because I put it into my Windows computer for playing League of Legends on to get low ping. And I've moved it back and I'm now so much better at FIFA again. It's well, not again, but like, my FIFA's just got that extra 5%, I suppose. You can do things quickly, and it's really, really helpful. I don't think it would have helped me there, to be honest with you. That was just pretty bad defending against 94 Ronaldo, and he's banged it bottom bins in the 3rd minute. I thought when we fouled him that was the kickoff goal over, but it wasn't. Here, what am I doing? Why did it go that way? I don't know why I didn't go towards the line and then just cross it back post to Mahrez. It turns out it's actually really good. Then absolutely horrendous pass intercepted by Vieira, who is arguably the most annoying player on this whole game to play against. But this guy was just really good at FIFA as well, to be fair. He was just better than me. His team was mad, and he was better than me at FIFA. And when our Alexandro was nodding it back across the goal like that, and then we're passing it out to Neymar, and he's just finessing it bottom corner, there's not really much you can do. Yeah. In fact, I say he was better at FIFA than me. He was, but that was because I've been playing squad battles to unlock that stupid Carlos. No, it wasn't. That's a totally different video, isn't it? Yeah, that was the next video. Okay, I was about to use an excuse where you had to unlock that Crescito. I went and played 4 games of squad battles, and I just couldn't play. My brain was just on squad battle mode, and it was horrendous. But that's a story for another day. That isn't out yet at the point of recording this video. We've only just done the first on it, I think I've jumped days, and maybe we're on Saturday now or something like that. I honestly can't remember. I've recorded so much Road to Glory. But yeah, I sort of settled down into the game, into the second half. This was my first game, obviously, with my new team and sorting stuff out. I think it was my first game of the day. After half-time, we weren't getting battered as much, and you could see I slowed the play down. I was passing it around a little bit, but the guy's team was still mental, and he was still at least as good as me at FIFA, if not better. And he was just killing the game off and passing the ball around, and that's fair enough. It's 2-1. He wants to get the win in FUT Champs. Keeping all of his Hullet. I tried to play offside trap and force my players up the pitch to stop him, and he sprung it with his team of the year, De Bruyne, I think, and played it across to his 95 Neymar. So yeah, he's got some absolutely mental players. We were losing 2-1. We were going to lose 2-1. We tried to go for it and ended up losing 3-1. So yeah, nothing I could do really. That guy was good at FIFA. He had a mental team. I was probably never ever going to win that game unless the FIFA god smiled upon me, unless I pulled my finger out and actually played a little bit better. But we jumped into the next game against another mental team. He's got Zanetti, he's got Player of the Month Kane, he's got Team of the Year Sergio Aguero. His team was crazy, but not quite as crazy as the last guys. So again, jumping in and changing team rounds. I don't know why I bothered to show you me changing it again, but that's how we're setting up in game at the moment. Get in behind on Ronaldo, stay back on the centre defensive mids. And what I have learned after this, and I've got a little bit better at defending from studying myself, and I've also made my attacking a little bit better. If you put stay forward on Mahrez and Sterling, it works so much better. So that is what we've been doing, and that was working out much, much better for my attack. Ronaldo felt a bit isolated, and I was getting kind of annoyed at him, but putting that on him really makes a big difference. And this game, even without it, was end-to-end and absolutely mental. We managed to stop his kickoff goal. We almost then score a counter-attack on ourselves, but Ronaldo couldn't get it back across the goal enough, so it just went straight at his Ederson, who actually made the save, which Ederson making saves is mental. And then all he did was play a through ball to that stupid team of the season, Aguero. Too much pace, too much strength, too good finishing, and it's banged in the bottom corner. Oh, what the things I would do for that card. He looks mental. So that was 1-0 to this guy. We are then currently messing about with free kicks. It puts Rooney and Ronaldo on the free kicks. I want one of them to take the long shot. But by the time I've messed around and changed the players and stuff like that, we failed our free kick. And then a little bit of nice work from Ronaldo. Gets blocked by Zanetti. And I can't even remember what's going to happen in this game. I think, is he trying to clear it? Yeah, he's trying to clear his lines and just not doing a very good job of it. To be honest with you, we were kind of all over this guy in the first half. We just couldn't get the ball to get in the back of the net. Partly because I was messing about with Ronaldo and doing stupid stuff like this. But it does eventually work. We stick the ball back post. And like I said, Riyad Mahrez is actually quite good in the air. Beats Zanetti at the far post, I think it was. And nods it in the back of the net. 4-1 all. So we jump into the second half. Cristiano Ronaldo absolutely bombing it down the line. And like I said, I was messing about loads of skill moves and stuff. I've been trying to work on doing ball rolls and creating space and using the drag back and stuff to create goals out of opportunities where they aren't usually there. So my style of play has always been pass the ball around, keep the ball, wait for them to make a mistake and then exploit it. I want to be able to score without them making a mistake, if that makes sense. I want to be able to open up his defence myself rather than waiting for him to move a player out of position. So we've been testing the ball rolls and drag backs and messing about and stuff like that. So that managed to win us a pen because we ball rolled as he went in and he took our legs out because the ball had moved to the side. But it's me on penalties. It obviously isn't going in the back of the net. Come on, Andy. Never ever going to score a penalty. It's actually ridiculous. And as I sit here and enjoy a cup of coffee while we both watch Idiot Road to Glory together, is Pogba's just been booked for that foul, but he didn't get booked for the penalty. It's actually stupid. He should have been sent off, but never mind. We've got ourselves another one of these free kicks. I was bored of trying to change Ronaldo and Rooney and stuff around to make one of them get the long shot, and we just passed it off to Sterling and tried to work a bit of a chance. I should have knocked that back to Rooney. We probably had to score. I went for the fancy scoop turn with Ronaldo and didn't manage to get it in. Wait, as this just jumps to being 3-1, have I accidentally cut some footage out? I have. I'm an idiot. Okay, Idiot Road to Glory. We win ourselves another penalty. Alright, apologies for that. I've accidentally edited away the footage. It's 3-1 to this guy, and rather than me going back and digging this footage out and re-recording the commentary over the top of it and everything like that, you'll just have to accept my apologies for the fact that this guy scored 2 goals and I forgot to put it in the video. I've got absolutely no idea. How have I managed to do that? That's just full on stupid, but whatever. It's an Idiot Road to Glory after all. We're doing quite well in the Road to Glory at the moment, so I've got to do something stupid. But I did learn my lesson and put my penalty down the middle this time. So it's in the 79th minute and we've just pulled it back to 3-2. Honest to God, my mind is blown about how he's managed to do that, but whatever. The FIFA's going good. The team's going well. The trading's going a lot better now, as you guys will find out. But I can't edit now instead. Anyway, there we go. 79th minute. We're hunting for a goal. And this guy is... He wasn't playing it as clever as he should have done. At this point, this guy should have just been passing the ball around his defence and not letting me touch the ball. But he was... To his credit, he was... I say credit, like, as if it's an honourable thing or something like that. Just... It's FUT Champs, just win the game. He just wasn't trying to sweat the win out, which is fair play, I suppose, if he just wants to enjoy himself. I suppose the best way to ensure he wins is to score another goal. And charging forward with Team of the Season Aguero is always a good way to ensure that. If he makes it 4-2, he's obviously going to win the game at this point. But I think he kind of learned his lesson a little bit and started to knock it around like this because he wasn't playing like this beforehand. But he just wasn't quite tassing it, I suppose, is the word, isn't he? He wasn't tassing it about enough up and down the line. And we managed to pick up the ball. So it's 10 minutes of absolute madness. We've subbed on Son up front and gone 4-1-2-1-2. The second variation with Rooney centre mid, Sterling at cam. Like I said, Ronaldo felt isolated up front, so he moved someone up front with him with Heung-min Son. Not quite sure how that wasn't another penalty with David Luiz pushing Raheem Sterling out of the way. But we get baited by the change of direction with Ferdinand. And luckily for me, his Team of the Season Aguero fluffs his lines, because obviously there's some drama coming in this game. I wouldn't have made you guys watch the highlights of this for so long. How he hasn't finished that off, he'll be absolutely kicking himself. I think Ferdinand just got back and gave him a little tug as he was about to shoot and properly messed him up. But this is where he does actually learn and be like, okay, I probably should just keep the ball. Plays a short corner. I've just gone ultra attacking. And I had an idea to offside trap to move my defenders out the way, to bait him into crossing it in, and then get the ball, and it actually worked, which I was pretty baffled by. I was just wanting all my players to get out the way to try and get him to cross it in and mess something up, because I was never going to get the ball off him in the corner, and it actually worked, an absolute treat. We play the ball into Idrissa Gueye, knock it into Cristiano Ronaldo, again messing around with the drag backs and stuff like that, but we win ourselves a corner. We're on ultra attacking. David De Gea has come up from the corner and all sorts. And this is going to be the most mental goal I have ever seen. Just ever. Look at this. He kicks it back in. Wayne Rooney chests it down and scores a back heel in the 93rd minute. Wait until you see this replay. How Wayne Rooney scores this back heel. Look at his foot. First of all, he hasn't got any players on the pitch because he's on defensive, so he's nodded it backwards. Round the back of his leg with his foot. Back heels it under Tafataya in the 93rd minute. Wayne Rooney, that is absolute filth. That is what that is. But that is a lesson for you guys as well. This guy's got it on ultra defensive, which means he had all of his players back from the corner. And he's so used to pressing A. As you can see, this game was mental. There were so many chances for both of us. Because he's pressing A, he's used to pressing A to nod the ball out from corners. He doesn't have a player up the pitch to pass it to. So the game passes it to the closest player to where he's pointing the stick because he's got assisted passing on, which is actually behind him into the box where my Rooney chested it down and then backheeled it in the back of the net. If he'd have pressed B or circle, if you're on the PlayStation, all his player would have done is hoofed it up the pitch to no one because he hasn't got any players there, but I wouldn't have scored. And I managed to get to extra time. It's actually the second half of extra time because not much happened in the first half. Sterling breaking away with a kick-off goal and smashing it top bins with his weak foot after creating a bit of space with the heel-to-heel chop. Gives us the 4-3 lead. What an absolutely ludicrous game. This is the most crazy comeback. I wish I'd have shown you guys these goals. I can't even remember them from when I was editing them. I think I've just totally brain farted and scrolled right past them and just totally chopped them out. But not one to fall into the same trap as him. I actually tasked it about properly and made sure that this guy didn't keep the ball, which didn't get the ball, which is actually a lot more difficult than you would think. Like, I played the ball to ages ago to, I think that's Casemiro, but by the time he actually passed it, he'd moved behind De Bruyne. This guy got the ball, and at this point I'm panicking when his Sané that he subbed on is running in here. Don't know why he shot. Don't know why his Sané tried to use his left foot, Trivella or whatever it's called. I'm just flapping. I actually pressed B and nodded the ball away. Is Ederson then charging back towards the goal, got in the way, and we got the win in extra time, 4-3, in the most mental game of FIFA I have ever played. So Mr. Tiki-Taka, or Hat-Trick Heroes, or whatever it's called, I am very, very sorry. Yeah, madness. That was a mental game to try my team out. But as you can see there, as I just flicked across to FUT Champs, to cut a long story short, I was 8-3, I lost that first game. We lost another one, so we couldn't get elite. And I just went and won one more game to make sure I got the gold one. That was one win away from me. And we're going to finish this video off, cheering myself up, with some squad battle packs instead, because I was a little bit disappointed not to get elite, especially after starting like 5-1 or 6-1 or something like that. We ended up, I don't think I showed you guys all of the games. I think we were 4 or 5-1 after playing, after last episode. And the loss was on penalties as well, which is well annoying. But yeah, we got gold one anyway. It's a 100k pack. We don't get the guaranteed team of the season packs, which is kind of annoying. But we got some squad battle packs to open. We started off with an absolutely tragic Mora in a 7.5k pack, I think. Couple of contracts, nothing else really, to be honest with you, in this pack at all. Like Gladiator Chem style, I don't really think that's worth any coins. Whatever. We were only playing the squad battles to get hold of the free team of the season, so it's basically just free packs. This is a 15k pack. I did think we got a board, but it's just come down fat because it's a normal pack. I thought the special packs come down thin, don't they, if they haven't got a board in them? Whereas this has got Janstish or whatever he's called in it. And he obviously is not bored because it didn't have the lightning down the side. So yeah, not the best of 15k packs. We did get an Anchor Chem style and a squad fitness card, which isn't too bad, I suppose. Like a squad fitness is 1,000 coins, Anchor Chem styles 1,500 coins. It's free stuff. We can use the squad fitness. We'll stick the Anchor on Alexandro or someone like that. Whatever, it's free packs. I'm just getting our squad battles opened. I probably should have saved them for the Liga team of the season, which to you guys is coming out tomorrow. But we finish off the final pack with a Usman. No, it's not. It's a Koeman. I thought it was a Dembele from Barcelona. It's a Koeman. 82 rated French right midfielder. Not too shabby. He's actually worth a stupid amount of coins because of all the SBCs that have come out now. So I sold him for like 5k or something like that, which is pretty good. But not the best of pack luck. I suppose it was a 7.5k pack and 2 15k packs. But you guys are basically caught up. We've got one more SBC guaranteed Premier League to do. We've got a lot of trading to do, which has made me a fortune, and selling of investments. And we've got a couple of other stuff to do and show you my new team, which will all happen in tomorrow's episode. So make sure you stay tuned. There is more, even better upgrades to be coming to this squad. It's actually mental. For now, though, I'm going to leave you guys there. We got 6 packs. They're absolutely crap. The bronze and silver ones for doing daily rewards and daily objectives and stuff like that. So for now, I will leave the video here. Hope you guys are enjoying the daily road to glories being back. We will have another one out tomorrow, which will of course be a catch-up on all of the stuff, the final catch-up on all the stuff you guys will be up to basically live, and we can go and do a live pack opening, film it tomorrow, upload it on Saturday for the La Liga team of the season. So all good stuff coming. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you've got that notification bell switched on so you never miss an episode. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.